Hello, this is the one episode rule, and that's a hello like Stuart Ashens and not a hello like the Nostalgia Critic.
Huh.
They sounded the same?
We remember it because we're doomed to eternity.
I stay anointed so you don't have to. Anyway, would you all like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Blackle, and now that I have the floor, I need to tell you guys how I touched death the other day.
Oh God.
Hello?
Oh, God.
I listened to the last episode, and I felt left out, so I watched the first 2 episodes of Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in Detention?
Oh, I meant to do that, but I didn't.
good.
Oh, so you've seen further than we have.
I did, and then let me tell you something. I heard you guys use the phrase, and I think I'm quoting somebody here, appropriately horny.
Yeah.
I don't know
And I don't
who would have said
understand how
that.
I don't understand how you guys think that Little Miss Titty Rope is appropriately horny. Little Miss Titty Ribbon. Why did she have that ribbon around her fucking body?
To hold up the titties.
Because it's an
Don't
awesome
understand.
look.
Trying to hold them
I
up.
don't understand.
Because it's
Anyway,
powerful.
the main thing I wanted to say was that the second episode is called Monsterphilia.
Yes, I know.
And as a
Yes.
certified monster fucker, I had to watch it. And let me tell you, I was so fucking disappointed because in the show, the word monsterphilia refers to some kind of like gladiator thing where they just fight monsters and not some
Yeah.
kind of like monster fucking sex orgy.
No
Yeah.
monsters are fucked.
I thought it would at least be monster speed dating.
I know.
No.
And I was okay. I was glad I only wasted 15 minutes because I watched it at 2 times speed.
That's repulsive.
And let me tell you, watching an anime at 2 times speed, especially one as like buck wild as this one, is fucking hilarious.
Speedrun.
I was about to say, it
I
would probably be
see-
really bouncy.
Yeah, it's really bouncy. I speed ran that anime. Anyway, that's all I needed to say other than that I moved as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Congrats.
wow.
Good for you.
Congrats.
Thank
I
you.
cannot conceive of watching really anything, but definitely not everything at 2 times speed. I think I would seize up.
I think we have already established that I get what's the word? If I had to watch everything at normal speed, I would fucking die.
Yeah, no, I can get that. I think Gil was actually telling me he knew someone that watched all anime at 2 times speed, and I was like, that
Yes.
They're so
sounds
fucking
extremely
valid.
terrifying.
That's not bad.
It's not valid.
I'd
Not
watch
valid.
this anime. I'd watch the anime that we watch on the show at 2 times speed, but I don't out of courtesy.
Yeah, it's not allowed. It would color your criticism.
Yeah.
I know.
You would outrun us.
It would ruin your journalistic integrity.
Yeah, I'd outrun you guys. I'd be here. I'd be here talking to Craig on a one-on-one.
God. Anyhow, hi, I'm Joey.
Hi, Joey.
I have a purple pen today, writing my notes in purple pen. I also, y'all, I did a lot of crimes this week. I watched a lot of animes this week.
Oh, did you?
Alright.
I watched. Let me read the list of animes that I watched this week. I watched 20 episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho. Watched an additional 8 episodes of Danmachi? Is that what you called it before, Emma?
Yes, it is. It is Danmachi, which is from the Japanese name Dungeon and then Machigateru.
Which is what we watched last week, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I watched about 7 episodes of Cells at Work, which I did complete that series.
Hell yes.
And I watched 53 episodes of Inuyasha.
Good lord.
Joey, you're doing the
And-
God's work.
I've run out of Netflix content on Inuyasha now because they only have the first 2 seasons on Netflix. So now I'm going to have to like seek it elsewhere. The other crime that I did this week is I finally bit the bullet. I now have premium Crunchyroll.
Holy shit.
I
Just got
can't
it.
deal with the ads.
Just
can't-
like we all do, wink.
We
Cannot
all
deal
have a
with
premium
ads.
Crunchyroll like you can have by going to Kissanime.ru.
They're not sponsoring us.
Black Hole, stop.
Well, Joey, I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised because, I've had the key to just watch Crunchyroll without the advertisements for a long time now, and you could have just asked me.
Wait, how? I
Wait,
don't understand.
you're on mobile, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on mobile. It's fine.
Yeah. I got a whole system.
No, yeah, I don't. It's fine.
I don't watch no
Listen,
advertisements.
hey, listen. I'm supporting content. That's the thing. I'm supporting content. It's fine.
Joey's contribution every month goes toward making a new isekai.
You can get 3 months.
Joey,
for
I have to
20
end you.
bucks.
That's not bad.
That's not that bad.
I feel like this whole conversation is really helping our future Crunchyroll sponsorship and
Well, I mean, it's not like you're making a new isekai. It just allows Crunchyroll to license another one of the 1,000 that are naturally born in the sea off the coast of Japan.
No, the isekais are taken out of their world and put into ours.
Holy shit!
Shut up. Shut up.
Please
I'm gonna do
introduce
my
yourself.
bit now. This is over.
Hi, wait, no, I haven't introduced myself.
Okay, fine. You're on thin ice.
You don't have a name.
Hello. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm afraid.
Give it up for Emma.
This is scary. The energy's scary today.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna do my thing now. I want to delete
I watched The Witcher. That's there we go.
That's an anime. Anyway.
Yeah, there you go.
It is an anime called The Witcher, and it's fine. That's my review.
Just kind of okay.
It's fine.
So I wanted to lead into this naturally with Joey's discussion of stuff on Netflix, but I noticed this when
on Netflix.
I was searching for anime news. I noticed that Beastars is going to premiere on Netflix outside of Japan on March 13th, and I want to know: do I get into Beastars? I'm not. I don't figure that I'm the target demographic for Beastars.
But it's
I don't
watched...
know if you're right.
What is Beastars?
Blackle's terminally unaware of anything in the media.
What is it? I don't watch anime.
It's anime Zootopia. Imagine kind of like that.
Yeah, it's fucked up anime Zootopia.
So you know how like in Zootopia they talk about how like like predator animal, like we all evolved and predator animals don't eat the prey animals anymore and we're all just regular people and we live together.
That didn't happen in Beastars.
It didn't happen in Beastars. They didn't. No, they didn't stop eating people in Beastars.
They didn't get the memo.
Well, like the
Also,
majority of them, like appear to have switched on to like artificial food. But
yeah, there's a lot of like vegetarianism and stuff, but there is dormant within all predator animals just this instinct to eat the people they're talking to. And it's also
you know what? I'm going to change my opinion, Emma. Since you phrased it that way, I may actually be the target demographic.
I think it would be extremely your shit, actually.
Yeah.
Because I too can often consider eating the people I am conversing with. Why does the largest of the hosts not simply eat the other three?
Uh-oh.
But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I would like to watch this
podcast. I would love.
Watch it
I would love.
Work.
Yes.
Should I watch it?
You should watch it. Unfortunately, it's going to take another couple months, but when it comes out, Joey, get all over it. Beastars is good. It's very, very good.
Definitely.
Okay.
What is Zootopia?
Okay.
Just kidding.
So anyway, we typically watch anime on this podcast.
Sometimes.
Citation needed.
We've had a pretty good rotation recently, so I'm gonna put one out there from the old list of this stuff I assembled at the beginning of the podcast.
A list of hell.
of just weird garbage that I saw on Crunchyroll.
Mhm.
Can you double check to make sure it's longer than 5 minutes?
Yes, I've already done all of this.
Bless.
Magpie is a professional.
I'm a professional podcast host.
That's why he always remembers the email at the end of every episode.
Every
Yeah, the email.
and to ask us if we're gonna watch any more of that anime.
So anyway, I have one lined up for us that I've been meaning to get to for a long while because it is extremely strange looking, and it is called Beautiful Bones.
Oh,
Sakurako's investigation.
all right.
That's what
What
we're
else
doing.
is there to say? That girl got some beautiful bones.
She got some bones.
Got some bones.
Hopefully, it's not something like the Lovely Bones.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't want it to be that.
Yes.
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
No.
I want to get on Mr. Bones' wild ride.
All right, we're back, and since I want this to be a thing, I'm gonna ask the question: Is can I get a one-word first impression from everybody? I'm gonna come around with my my one-word impression for this is bones.
My
Fair.
first impression word is shrimp.
Fuck you, that was my word.
Damn it.
Damn.
Damn. I don't have a word then.
That's
Shrimp.
okay.
The word was taken from you.
Joey retired.
Joey,
Tired.
Joey leave podcast. Poetry.
All right.
That's
Very,
mine.
yeah. So a real thinker.
I'm
Mhm.
All right, let's get this blurb here because I have this blurb here, and this blurb is primarily the whole reason that we watch this show. I'm gonna read it to you.
Okay.
Give it to us.
The story centers around high school student Shotaro Tadawaki and the beautiful Sakurako Kujou, who loves beautiful bones. Due to the nature of her interest, the two of them are involved in all kinds of incidents involving bones. That's it. That's
I feel
the
like you
whole
just
thing.
killed Emma with the way you pronounce those names.
No, that was pretty much it.
It was good.
I'm good. Yeah, I was bracing myself as I do every time you guys speak Japanese, but
Uh-huh.
I had to pause for Tadawaki, but other than that,
it's pretty much
You
it.
mean Teruakai?
Tatawaki.
I was
No.
Shotaro Teruakai.
I was pretty I was pretty certain about the other because she is a well-known member
Kujou.
of the Kujou clan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Her and her uncle Jotaro.
Uh-oh.
Uncle Joey.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, this show was super cool.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
I really liked it.
It was really pretty. Like ridiculously well animated.
Oh, that's strange because there were some parts of it that were kind of lazy too.
I just think that the weird filters they put over top of everything kind of lurked for me. I
Man,
don't know why.
okay.
Yeah. They put a lot of their budget into the magical girl transformation.
A lot of bloom juice on that big old
Yeah.
bone parade that they did.
We had a couple of awkward foreground elements just sort of pushed into the sides on occasion, like it was Macromedia Flash, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did think the 3D was kind of, to quote myself in my notes, crungy.
Yeah.
Crungy.
The
Natural.
3D was kind of crungy. Yeah.
As soon as they got
Right.
away
Crungy.
as soon as they got away from any kind of foliage, it started to look better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
All I wrote was the visuals scare me.
Everything is very intense.
I can imagine why. It is quite overwhelming.
complex to see.
Complex, visually interesting, and yet also visually stunning. In
So
like every single connotation of the word stunning.
We open with a short a short introductory narration where the guy describes that he lives in a city where time has stopped, and I was on board, and then it just turned out he was being poetic, and he just meant like it's a boring place.
When he started talking, sorry.
Yeah, it just meant that he was living in a city, kind of a sleepy town at the ass end of Hokkaido.
Yeah.
It's funny to me that you described that as a short intro because it did felt like it it just dragged on forever. I was like, okay, I get it. Time is slow.
Time is slow and you're bored.
Continue.
We know.
Time is slow and it sucks here bad.
I thought when he was saying the city has stagnated, I thought it was gonna like go into, and to improve the culture, we're going to need to start an idol band out of zombies.
Fuck yeah.
To compete with the one from Saga.
Yeah.
Out of dead cats.
Yeah, out of dead cats.
Out of sad
A Jellicle idol band out of dead cats. Yeah.
Okay, that's enough.
Sad.
Moving on.
The reason that I say poetry is so the English title for this show. Hey, what's up? Learning Japanese with Emma.
Oh shit.
The English. Yeah, what's up, motherfuckers?
Oh, fuck.
The English title for the show is Beautiful Bones: Sakurako's Investigation, which I think is fucking just wild. It's like fun. I mean, yeah, it fits. It's just like what. I guess because there's no way to really translate this phrase in a way that feels the same as it does in Japan. The actual title of the show is Sakurako-san no ashimoto ni wa shitai ga umatteiru, which means a corpse is buried under Sakurako's feet.
Oh.
No feet are allowed.
Yes. Which is, in fact, a reference to Japanese poetry. Well, it's hard to describe exactly, but there's this guy named Kaiji Motojiro, and he was like
He was a gambler.
Yes, he was a gambler, and he got a drill strapped to his. Anyway, now he was an author and a poet, and he he was really famous for writing these like short stories that were just like crazy poems, just like impossible to like penetrate strange poetry.
Like T.S. Eliot, but Japanese.
Sure, and one of the most famous ones is Sakura no ki no shita ni wa, which is beneath the cherry trees. The first line of which is there's a corpse buried under the sakura tree, which is what the anime is titled after and themed after. In fact, that's my Japanese segment for today.
Interesting. Fascinating.
Very interesting.
Thank you for that, Emma.
You're welcome. It's a cool poem. I've never read it in the original Japanese because I'm not as good at Japanese as I pretend to be on our podcast. But
yeah, I don't know. I really liked the Sherlock Holmes adaptation we just watched.
I really like
100%.
I really like the adaptation of the television serial Bones that we just watched.
Fuck,
I really
my
like
God.
the anime adaptation of Tumblr Grave Rubber that we just watched.
No, come
No, no, damn it, no, you screwed it all up. I was gonna slip a couple of references in. We were gonna have fun with it.
Oh my god!
You just hit him with a
beat
truck
us?
of Bone Gazi. You just fucking ran over the audience.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Joey.
I'm so
Yeah.
mad.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. That was my big thing. Yep.
I'm so mad. It's so low effort.
No.
Well,
Listen.
This podcast is over.
Yeah, what else is there to say really about
I'm
this
finished.
anime? I think that maybe we can just quickly run through just a plot synopsis for our viewers who don't want to watch it.
Sure.
And I'll say it very
That's an
quickly.
interesting segment of the population who wants to listen to our review show but not watch the actual
But
show.
then not watch
Yeah.
the anime that we
I'm
talk
pretty
about.
sure many do, because like, why would they subject themselves to this?
Right? Why would they subject themselves to our podcast in the first place?
Listen, I do not know why people do things to themselves, but maybe people just like us, but I'm not sure.
Citation needed. Anyway, let's move
Yeah,
on.
hit us. Yeah, hit us with that summary.
My summary is, guy has friend girl who like bone, but they don't
Mhm.
bone, and they go out to the beach, and the boy wants shrimp heaven now, but the girl wants bone, so he digs up human bone, and then he calls the police, because of course, and then she wants bone. And then they go to a crime scene, and then she becomes Sherlock Holmes for a little bit, and then solves a crime and still want bone, and that's pretty much the whole anime.
I really
Sure.
like this, and like how Sakurako here is clearly like quite brilliant.
Yeah.
In
Sure.
in her chosen craft. However, is also basically a toddler or a dog, because as soon as she finds a human skull, she's just like, "I'm taking this home."
This
I
belongs to
want
me.
bone.
And this Japanese high school student is just like, "No, you're not. Those are
He's
human
like,
remains."
you can't do that.
I
You
can
can't.
respect
And he
that.
has to chase her,
about her.
like you chase your dog whenever they're chewing on something and you don't know what it is.
No,
Come here,
spit it out.
He's like, "What's in your mouth?"
Deodorizing spray.
He does spray her. It's very funny.
Right in the
That was
fucking
funny.
face too.
Right
It's
in
like,
the
"Drop it,
face.
drop it."
It's mine. I thought that the finding of the skull on the beach was very funny. I thought that the deduction where she was like, this skull is from 100 years ago. I was like, okay, that's really cool. Her main point was, look at this. There's an untreated cavity. She must have lived 100 years ago, which
It's a
is
very
deduction
Japan
you can
thing.
really only make outside of the United States.
Yeah, this is Japan, where they have dental care.
Mhm.
Yeah, where healthcare is better. Where the
Uh,
healthcare is better.
It's excellent.
Better.
Yeah.
I will remark that a lot of the deductions she made are actually
Clunky.
pretty good stuff.
You think?
Mhm.
They logically follow a lot of the time. Particularly the bit about the foam that you find in the back of people's mouths when they drown,
Yeah.
which is a verifiable fact.
I thought it was some of the smart ones were mixed in with buck wild ones. Like, well, clearly the man who is stronger would have tied the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know what couple decides to commit suicide by tying themselves together at the wrist and drowning. That should be
Throwing
your first
themselves
clue that
into
this
the
was a
ocean.
homicide and that these people drowned.
Yeah.
It happens. It's a trope. Sorry.
I feel like you would probably still be able to at least float. Okay.
Why can't you
Like-
just sit in your car and vent the exhaust directly into
Like a normal
like a
American
normal
person.
couple?
It's not. They have to do it in a like romantic way, presumably, or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Well, you
it-
see, the
doesn't
cars
make
they have in
sense.
Japan aren't powerful enough to overtake you with their exhaust. It's like someone vaping in your face. It's not a lot.
That's a damn Prius.
God, this is some dark
Won't even
humor
kill
for this
me.
anime podcast.
This is very bad.
Yeah, this is a dark path we've taken.
Well,
Yeah.
It's
we
a
are
rough
watching a
one.
bone anime about human remains. So,
It
Very
was
much,
a bone anime.
very much like this very good show that we watched.
did anyone notice that the name of the episode was "The First Bone"? The princess who likes bones.
Yes.
She likes
Yeah.
bone.
The first
Is the
bone.
second episode going to be called "The Second Bone"? Or are they just
second
calling the
bone.
episodes "Bone"?
From what I can tell, no, actually.
Oh,
The
thank
first
God.
bone's
The-
connected to the second
Is
bone.
Could we call this the one bone rule?
One bone.
Yeah, the bone
That's
episode
all-
rule.
That's the name of all my relationships. Is the one bone rule.
Damn.
I
Yeah, did anyone notice how he compared something to something straight and unyielding like a femur?
Like a femur.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
been
Well,
affected.
I mean, I imagine hanging out with Sakurako does that to you, where you're like,
Yeah.
oh, now everything's bones now.
Everything's bones.
Why do I hang out with you? Jesus Christ. I'm sure that'll be answered later.
My sexuality is straight and unyielding like a femur.
I don't
God
think that's
damn.
probably true.
That's
No,
probably
it's
the
not
reason.
even remotely
yeah.
true with me.
All right. Settle down, all y'all. Settle down.
All right, everybody.
What else do we have to say about the beautiful bones? Which, by the way, the English logo does have one thing: is it does incorporate the butterfly motif from
Yeah.
Oh,
the,
Yes,
yeah.
which
the
I think
actual
is very
episode.
cool.
We can mention that Sakurako has like strongly threatening vibes sometimes.
Mhm.
Extremely.
She's just like, you got a
Scary,
little bone
scary
in your,
lady.
in your skull.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I didn't like her.
Oh, really?
No,
I-
I very
Thank
much
you, Joey.
very
She is a bit of-
strongly
she is a
disliked
bit of a
this
shitter.
character.
I was
Like
afraid of
she's
her.
just doing the full of herself Sherlock thing, stealing bones, being all like, "Ooh, I don't like anyone. I'm gonna play rock music and call you not by your name." I was just like,
She
"You're-
is literally Sherlock, and he is literally
She's-
Watson. This is the anime we watched.
This is
I
just
don't
the way
like
we're going.
you."
I like her.
Yeah,
She's like a horrible bitch. I like her. Of course. That's how it is.
well, that's how things go for
Magpie's
Magpie.
type, I guess.
I found myself increasingly distracted from the anime by my growing, burgeoning, real life desire for shrimp. As soon as they mentioned, as they
Yeah.
mentioned Alaskan shrimp, I was like, shrimp sound pretty good right now.
Shrimp.
I ate dinner.
And then
before.
I continued to
fine.
think that in sort of a Fibonacci sequence, just like over and over with increasing
Shrimp.
frequency.
Shrimp.
I like how they
Shrimp,
popped out that
shrimp,
big
shrimp.
box of shrimp at the end, and they was just like, "Oh, it's shrimp," and it cut to the box, and it's just a bunch of like unshelled shrimp. Raw
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's how they do it.
That's how you. That's how you eat them.
God,
Surely there's no dangers involved with that.
of course not.
It's crunchy.
I got crumpy.
The tails are good for you, apparently. No force on earth could make me eat a shrimp tail like someone we know does, but
The tails are good for you because the last time I ate one of the tails, it almost killed me because I did it by accident.
Oh my god.
It got wedged crossways in my throat.
holy
Uh-oh.
shit. Yeah, I don't know about structurally or spiritually, I guess.
That
but
shrimp was trying to take you to heaven.
Now.
Now.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm occasionally concerned with the amount of intertextuality with our podcast.
Yeah, sorry about
how do you
that.
mean?
We're wearing our influences on our sleeve, and that
Of
may not
course
be
we
a
are.
good thing.
So yeah, I worry that you have to listen to like 5 other podcasts in order to understand ours.
Or just
We're
the
part of
highlights
the,
on
uh,
YouTube.
Excellent. That's
Podcast cinematic universe.
that was my intention from the beginning.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't want any fucking normies listening to this.
Oh my god.
I mean, okay, here's the question. Could you make a podcast that is completely in a vacuum? And I think the only answer to that is if you made a podcast that was just white noise, and every
Right,
episode's a different spectral distribution of noise that you can enjoy.
You could make a podcast in a vacuum, but you'd need to use noise removal because those suckers are loud.
So you can make a podcast. You can make a podcast in a vacuum. You just need to wear a spacesuit.
You can make a podcast
yeah.
in about. Yeah, are we getting that far off topic that we're willing to discuss like the podcast equivalent of Plato's allegory of
Yeah.
the cave?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Oh,
I have
this
one more
podcast
thing
is
written
just
down.
shadows on the wall.
It's just
Yeah,
shadows on the wall. There's no substance.
What were you
Yeah.
gonna say, Joey? Sorry.
Apple
The-
Music is the fire.
The last thing that I wrote down, just out of context, was like, oh, she's vulture culture.
Vulture
Fuck.
culture. She's
Fuck.
real vulture culture.
She is
She-
vulture culture.
Keep her out
I
of
think
New Orleans.
I think she probably has a. I bet you she has a Tumblr and she has a fucking vulture persona. And
Ah,
Can I?
What?
It's just. I'm gonna give me a second to construct this joke. Fill for time, will you?
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out
holy
one
shit,
oblique
this
thing.
is gonna be fucking funny.
I have one
It's
oblique
gonna
thing
be
I
the
wanted to
funniest
mention about
Sure.
anime in general. Was that when
Alright.
she was pointing at the boy's head,
Mhm.
to point at where the butterfly bone is.
Yeah.
And
butterfly
she ran her finger down to the end of his nose.
Mhm.
Whenever in anime they zoom in on people's faces, and it doesn't get less stylized, but it remains at the same level of detail, where his nose is almost a perfect triangle.
It's just a
Really
wedge.
fucking freaks me out. Just a wedge
Yeah.
of flesh.
Just a wedge.
It's just a wedge of fun. PSA.
Like,
PSA. Tumblr user
Holy shit.
Sakurako is stealing human bones from cemeteries in Louisiana.
Alright. Hell
Please
yeah.
signal boost.
Oh god.
God.
You know what?
God.
Forensic investigation is a higher calling than whatever the fuck little fucking monster
Yeah.
was doing. So,
That's true.
Yeah. It's
so
beyond the
is anyone
scope
gonna
of our
watch more of
podcast.
this? I need
No.
to
sorry,
know.
Joey. What'd you say, Joey?
I asked if anyone was gonna watch more of this.
oh yeah, I'll watch another episode. It's cool.
Probably not.
It's a cool show. It's only
I-
12 episodes. Easy to digest.
I haven't even continued watching the Mech Anime Girl podcast, which I said I would, and instead I fucking watched. Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? I don't know what I'm doing to myself.
Yeah, you
But it's nothing
Yeah.
good.
Fine.
you dived on a show you weren't even part of the episode for.
Yeah, I did. And I had to experience fucking like Little Miss Titty Ribbon, and I'm not happy.
She has a
She's
name. Her name is Hestia.
Hestia.
And she's great.
And she's good. She's a
Goodbye.
waifu.
If I remember
She
correctly,
isn't
that
good.
she is the Roman goddess of the hearth.
Well,
Yes.
I'll tell you
Um,
one thing. In the second episode, she makes fun of someone for having a flat chest.
She
Loki.
does.
Yeah.
Loki.
Greek, by the way. I was wrong. I looked it up.
So, well, that's okay.
Goddess
Um,
of the hearth, home, domesticity, family, and the state. And the state!
Holy shit.
I can't believe that, I can't believe that the goddess from Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon is a statist pig.
I can't believe Hestia's a fucking cop.
Wow.
A cap.
So yeah, I'm not. I decided pretty much like 2 minutes in, I was not
Right
gonna watch
away.
more of this. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
This is 100% not my jam. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I
wanted
just
to like it.
yeah, I wasn't there for it. I thought that the animation and sort of the concepts and like I said during our sort of impromptu intro here, I appreciate the poetry of the show. I just don't like it.
You appreciate it, you just don't like it. That's entirely.
But it's so
understandable.
cool. It's got like bones and stuff happens and nobody goes to another world and
Mhm.
people are alternatively brilliant and stupid and kind
I
of
just
bitchy.
I need a little bit more garbage, I think.
Yeah, I
to
think
really sink my garbage teeth into.
if you
Yeah.
liked the first season of BBC Sherlock, you'll like this anime.
Yeah.
If you liked Bones, you'll like this.
I like Bones a lot. This is
You
better.
like
You know what? This is
Bones.
probably going to be better than Bones because I doubt this is going to run for 12 seasons and then marry all the principal characters to each other for no reason.
True.
Yeah.
True.
And David Boreanaz isn't going to show up, as far as I know.
Wait, he's not? I'm not sure I want to
There's
watch
still
more
time.
There's still time. You
I
can
wanna
write a
see-
fanfic.
I want to see David Boreanaz and his big square head.
Yeah, man, me too, actually.
A whole generation of people that fucking grew up with with Angel.
Oh,
So yeah, so I'll watch another episode.
yeah. Tell us.
the
report
rest of
back.
you-
Tell us.
The rest of you are joyless, and I guess you won't.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Magpie. I just don't watch
Sorry.
anime.
It's
See,
not-
Blackle,
it's-
this is how you avoid getting episodes called Magpies Wrong Again, is because you just take an aggressive stance.
I mean,
Just be like,
aggressive stance is fine, but like, I need more wolf boys in my content.
God damn.
Could you imagine this show, but also there's a magical element to it?
oh no. There would
Yeah,
be a
but
wolf
also
boy.
she is using the bones to. We can't talk about that on this podcast.
No,
Um,
no. I think we gotta call this one, y'all.
the
I think we gotta call this
Y'all
one.
cowards.
We're gonna
not
call
even-
time of death on this one.
Y'all cowards not even going to talk about Bongazi on our anime podcast.
I can't. Let's talk about our email instead.
That's a good idea.
Oh, we have an email.
We have an email.
You've got mail.
I'll check our email.
Yeah, check our email. I'm gonna check our Twitter on the off chance that someone has responded to us or
Wait,
followed
before you
us.
do that, I have to do something really quick. It's just I've got my. Hold on.
What?
All right.
Uh-oh.
Fuck, this is gonna be funny.
Yeah, this
This
is
is
real,
gonna be so good.
real good audio.
Hyperventilating.
Blackle's gonna slam us here in a second. Just like really.
Ugh, okay, you can check it now.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Checking.
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 I'm checking. This is good audio, I think.
It's great.
Very extremely. Did we get a tweet?
Is there a... I don't see anything.
You might have to go into mentions.
Dimension. I might have
Do
to
you
go
have a
into
locked
dimensions
account?
for the-
Because
I
It
do have a
won't
locked
show up.
account.
it's not gonna show up. You have to be mutuals.
Oh, why don't you guys follow me
We-
then?
'Cause
Follow me
our
back one
follows
episode rule.
only follows one person, and it's
That's
the
Miku.
only important person for our podcast to follow.
It's Miku.
All right, we don't have
love
the
you.
email, and this has dragged on far too long.
Yeah, that was good. If you would like to send us an email with recommendations or more Japanese poetry, you can send that to
Curses.
or curses. You can send that to oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That's
Before we
one
leave,
word.
I just want to share something with you guys. Have you guys noticed Hatsune Miku's Twitter header?
Alone on a Friday night? God, you're pathetic. And that is one, the word, not the number. I think Joey said that, but
Yeah.
Miku may
I
have
was starting.
overtaken it.
Miku.
All right, this is a disaster. I'm cutting it here.
Wait,
Goodbye.
check Twitter on us and do SoundCloud and all right, bye.